5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is your boy, Roger Moore. Belief Show.
Affinity Xtra, be extra.
This is your boy, Roger Moore. Belief Show.
Affinity Xtra, be extra.
Yo. Yes, people, this is your boy here, Roger Moore, and Affinity Xtra, the gospel music tobacco journey, and this is how we do it. We are doing it on the on Affinity Xtra, the platform that celebrates gospel music tobacco origin. And this is your boy here, Roger Moore here, doing what he does best, and that is playing tunes, chatting things, and keeping it 100, man. This is what's going on, people. Nothing but love, my people.
Yo.
This is a bit of Gerard Sanders Mission Blessing.
Give it a spot, do it.
You need a bit of these.
Blessing. Give it to God, do it. Love, blessing, blessing. Yeah. That way. Aye. I gotta make sure that I'm good in the end time, and I gotta pursue it, and I gotta stay pure in the way it's a thin line. I ain't trying to lose it, I'm not for the fake cure, that I'm good in the sin, fine, and I'm riding with Judas. I gotta pray more and then stick to the grapevine, man, I got a solution. Ayy, red light, green light, go. I'm not the same as before. One with the team was a foe, now I'm Bruce Lee with the glow. Never gonna look back, we don't do that. Remember the walls on, just dash, we don't do that. I'm trying to see glory, I don't wanna go wrong. If it's heaven, I don't want it prolonged. Man, I look at the world, the feeling is looking like Missy and Monica so gone. How you answer the calling with no phone. You pray it's a well done in the end times, and your soul get a float on. Trying to get to the crib, it's a home loan. That way, yeah. Keeping the spot, do it a lot, man, it's a blessing. Give it to God, do it a lot, man, it's a blessing. Could've been not, know that I'm not, man, it's a blessing. Man, it's a blessing.
Whoa, you all in the mix and get thrown in your spot. Hope you know that they coming to get you. I can't understand how you gon' play the position, but don't wanna accept what come with it. All it took was a little bit of smut that they put on the glass to blur the vision. Big talk if they tell it they vicious. It was hot, they was not in the kitchen. Reinvented and call it the new way. Old whips and change, they painted and polished and sell it, and now you a new slave. It's Jesus, I follow the new way. See his living water, it mixed with his blood, it's a blessing. I drink it, it's Kool-Aid. Guess it goes like they throw on a bouquet. Real talk, see that joy at the top of the morning. But I never fold. Out in the cold, but I never froze. I know some people who ran out of options, sold and went to the stove. It's a blessing, I'm not looking over my shoulder. God be with me, take the wheel like a chauffeur.
Yeah, keeping the spot, do it a lot, man, it's a blessing. Give it to God, do it a lot, man, it's a blessing. Could've been not, know that I'm not, man, it's a blessing. Man, it's a blessing, yeah. Keeping the spot, do it a lot, man, it's a blessing. Give it to God, do it a lot, man, it's a blessing. Could've been not, know that I'm not, man, it's a blessing. Man, it's a blessing, yeah.
Yeah, blessing people. This is how we're doing Affinity Xtra, because we're here to celebrate gospel music of black origin. This is how we do it, man. Al-Kazam, Shazam, Lezam. But an Al-Kazam by Caleb Gordon is coming up, man.
Yeah. Hey.
This is Lift Show 329.
EST. OCOEE. I just might pull up, take over the land. This beat is gone.
Alakazam. No, don't do the magic. Watch it go poof when I put a problem in G.O.D. hand. Might cause a racket. Go back and forth like Sabrina or Venus. Wherever I land, I hop on a flight at the MCO. I follow the one who up high look low. I Captain America, shield my soul. Ain't no cap in my character. We too bold. Sushi roll. We too raw. You saw me go up and I seen your call. It's crazy they try to correct your walk. Then they gon' act like they don't got flaws. Who is you, dog? Nobody perfect, stop acting like God. I got my purpose on paper, it's drawn. Check out the lines, check out the geometry. I gotta clean out the old me, just like the laundry. I just might pull up, take over the land. This beat is gone, Alakazam. No, don't do the magic. Watch it go poof when I put a problem in G.O.D. hand. Might cause a racket. Go back and forth like Sabrina or Venus. Wherever I land, I hop on a flight at the MCO. I follow the one who up high look low. I Captain America, shield my soul. Ain't no cap in my character. I gotta follow the prophecy, I gotta follow the leader. Follow the king like Peter. Never run out of your time. Jesus, he feeding the meter. I threw the beat, it's a heater. Christ, we are all new creatures. We fall short, but we never stop like cheater. It's my court, you could check my demeanor. Don't mean to be rude, my lyrics are meaner. I gotta do it, can't leave it to beaver. I throw the truth and they catch a receiver. I'm out here spreading the message, I hope that it get their attention. Yes, just like a beeper. I left the stressing and turned to a seeker. I stopped chasing the mill, now I'm moving meeker. I bring the heat for my dogs in the freezer. It's my enemy, I know he's a deceiver. No, he's a liar, pants on fire. Know my creator, but I am not Tyler. In Florida with gators, but I'm a survivor. I turned to a waiter and now I'm a geyser. Can't see the haters, I got on my visor. I talk to my savior, he making me wiser. Turning the paper, I read till my eyes hurt. Turning the paper, I read till my eyes are hurting. I do not care because I am learning. Why would you follow this guy? It's working. How you know it's not a lie? It's working. How many religions you tried? None. How many gods do you have? One. I just might pull up, take over the land. This beat is gone, Alakazam. No, don't do the magic. Watch it go poof when I put a problem in G.O.D. hand. Might cause a racket. Go back and forth like Sabrina or Venus. Wherever I land, I hop on a flight at the MCO. I follow the one who up high look low. I Captain America, shield my soul. Ain't no cap in my character. We too bold. Sushi roll. We too raw. You saw me go up and I seen your call. It's crazy they try to correct your walk. Then they gon' act like they don't got flaws. Who is you, dog? Nobody perfect, stop acting like God. I got my purpose on paper, it's drawn. Check out the
It's maybe too heavy for people. I bet too geeky, man. Slow, calm me down a little bit still. 6:41 p.m. Done ready.
Yeah, down ready, stay ready, yeah. Mr. Young Greatness, yeah. Man, ain't no diagnosis ever pin me up. Send a message to that camp that the gig is up. I mean, when I was born, they tried to get my mom to give me up. She gave me up to God, and now they see what's up. And now the doc tried to tell me that I'm sick, but I ain't sick enough. Flow bad, but this ain't Nineveh. We moving like it's 10 of us. And how they gon' comment on my pen, but couldn't pin with us. Still dropping these dimes like the rent is up. I mean, who would've thought this West Kentucky boy would be out here making noise, and then he really take it worldwide, huh? My wife, he checked the stats of that and seen they all lie, huh? So when I ain't trusting they report, now they know why, huh? On top of that, I know they see my brother Chris. He out here standing in the mix. Man, God been really doing tricks for real, huh? Cause see, we both been from the sticks, and see, we both been dropping hits, and we been running together since we started laying bricks, man. Man, they done try adding it up and even carried the two. While we stay adding the love and we just carry the truth. Man, we dodging the fake hugs and subliminal too. We staying connected to the root, and now we carrying fruit. The devil got me ticked off, now watch me gather the troops. I'ma aim for the tooth until we all on the loose. And you know, patience and perseverance be the weapon I choose. I roll with God, I got receipts if they needin' some proof for real. Cause you know that I'm just hoping that they stay ready. Yeah. Look, yeah, you see see the greatness in secret places, so I don't need they placements. If God put us on, how could they debate this? And His grace took the stand, I don't need they statements. Yeah, man, they gon' see the way we pop, ain't no perkin'. With my baby, no lurking, ain't undecided, we certain. Man, pop out and do the show, and they gon' see how we serving. Yeah, I know I hear them talk, but these tables keep turning. Yeah, you know these streets is getting greasy. Forgiving all my foes, and now they needy. Got His blood on me, see I'm knee deep. Come and catch a dub, lay it down, man, I ain't greedy. You know that it's a freebie, yeah, You know this grace is like a veto when this life try to get presidential. Yeah, I had some demons, dog, but now they in the kennel. They thought they really had a home, but this ain't residential. Now I'm out here instrumental, yeah. Man, I was just putting in the work in the off season. So focus on the one, now they see why we not even. Sitting with the spirit, they gon' see how I drop frequent. Baptized in His love, and they see that I'm still leaking. How they judging on me, can't they see that we raised deacons? Preaching and slave demons, we still breaking through, even through all the gatekeeping. It's a lot of young greats, and they gon' go to the grave seeking. For real. And I'm talking for real.
That's done already.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. It's all God, this ain't no
Up.
Yeah. I used to be stuck in that.
Frank.
Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. It's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spent in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy, and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. Yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline. Put them back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick-tock, turn it to a tick, boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff. Probably thought it was a bluff. Till I went and turned it where? I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go. Yeah. It's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up.
Spin. No, I can't let them knock me off my pivot. This a Nissan, not a Honda Civic. Walking with Christ, but I'm not religious. No, I don't gotta work for your forgiveness. We off of the hinges. Can't you see that we standing on business? You know the rock we gon' stand on. Spin. Watch how I turn away from all the sins. Spin. I'm about to spin. We off of the hinges. Can't you see that we standing on business? Brand new logic, brand new topics. Mama said I should've took the scholarship to college. Could've did that, but I just wasn't rocking. Wasn't my path to go ball like Stockton. Can't look back, look at all I accomplished. Songs popping, shows popping. Thanking the Lord I got bread in my pocket. Thanking the Lord he the reason I got it. Remember back then I was chasing the money, but it wasn't really filling my soul. I was just trying to go and chase a bag, and I was running from the problems at home. Chasing clout, but we're losing my people. We was going back and forth on the phone. I was so stressed I had to call sativa, so the drama would just leave me alone. Now when I'm stressed I take it to the throne. You can't hold all this weight up on your own shoulders. Stand on the rock, that's a big body boulder. This how I look when you 5 years sober. This how I look when you 5 years free. I'm different but still keep the fire with me. The Bible with me and it's loaded. Ready to shoot at the lie that you trying to speak. Spin. No, I can't let them knock me off my pivot. It's a Nissan, not a Honda Civic. Walking with Christ, but I'm not religious. No, I don't gotta work for your forgiveness. We offer the hinges. Can't you see that we standing on business? You know the rock we gon' stand on. Spin, 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 spin. Watch how I turn away from all the sin. Spin, 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 spin. I'm about to spin, 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 spin. Spin, 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 spin. We offer the hinges. Can't you see that we standing on business? We gon' stand on it. Get the Bible, put your hand on it. Everybody think they going up, but you never fly if you don't plan on it. It's the beach, put the sand on it. Life a movie, put the cam on it. I know that G.O.D. will never fail. Like Mr. Beast, I put $1,000 on it. You know the rock we gon' stand on. Spin, 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 spin. Watch how I turn away from all the sin. Spin, 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 spin. I'm about to spin, spin, spin.
Yeah, this is a
spin,
boy,
spin, spin, spin. I'm about to spin, spin. We offer the hinges. Can't you see that we standing on business? You know the
yeah,
rock
man.
we gon' stand
Nice
on.
and clear.
Spin, 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 spin. Watch how I turn away from all the sin. Spin, 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 spin. I'm about to spin, 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 spin. Spin, spin, spin,
I don't know
spin.
why I'm playing these type of tracks.
We offer the hinges. Can't you see that we standing on business?
I been to Tadashi, my boy Tadashi, it's MMA
Insane,
freestyle.
broken but I'm feeling straight. Back and forth across the map, I take off early, getting late. Paid the cost and fell apart, I had to renovate. Devil busy, got me fighting for my life like MMA. Went through hard times with something always on my dinner plate. God came in my life and told me move and let me demonstrate. Now I'm back, my popular demand just like a Senate race. Devil busy, got me fighting for my life like MMA. Know that. Pocket watching, know that. Put the beat on, I snap in the flashing black like Kodak. OD get a toe tag. DOA, no DEA, if NDA, shut your trap. DJ Monte told me walk it out so I don't hold back. I'm on my feet like the clergy. Do church but ain't churchy, they judge me. But I'm busy sipping this mercy. Some people stay thirsty, I cut them like surgery. I'm moving this work, see the Grammy for certain. If it is like an activist, even haters try to snap a pic. Holy roller still be capping quick. I know he chose me, you ain't have to pick. Got it good, life is great, till it ain't. Hell it comes, when it's heaven. Throw my hands up, I'm like great, I'm winded for real. Tryna outrun all my gear. The way that I quit, that ain't the way that I'm built. Harris County had me locked down way before the COVID lockdown. Nothing new to me, I know that I'm free. Back up on my feet, you would probably leave. Ring will stay down and invite you around. That's even without all the glory. That's when they hit me, some never been with me, but all of them say that they for me. My girl clutch, with a clutch, fancy like it's payday. With lemon pepper wings from JJ's, we might hit the payway just like it's her birthday. I'm dropping gems on the world, giving free game like Google search. Unashamed, put in work, my girl don't twerk, but make money bounce. In London, we gaining some pounds. Stack bread, don't gain an ounce. King, cause he gave me a crown. We came to shut it all down. God on my side, he been at the wheel. Inheriting blessings, I've been in his will. Answer the call, you know that I will. I'm making moves, he gon' act like will. Seasons change, summer came and went, but I'm still hot. He's insane, some would say he crazy, but I'm not. Chasing what he gave me, this a legend in the making. I know when it's all said and done, we'll be at the top. You ain't know, you ain't know. Back and forth across the map, I take off early, getting late. My home paid the cost and fell apart, I had to renovate. Devil busy, got me fighting for my life like MMA.
Jeez. Jeez.
Devil busy, got me fighting for my life like MMA.
He's got me past the mic, Junior.
Snap your fingers and dance. I know in the end you win. Let me tell you how my God came through. And if he did it for me, he'll do it for you. You on the verge of a breakthrough. Please know, if it break you, it's gonna make you stay strong. I promise in the end you win, and you gon' tell your friends. He's so good. If you sick, I know a healer. Me too. Bill passed due and he came through. Me too. Didn't deserve it, but he loved me. Me too. This ain't no cap, I know that. He's so good. You on the verge of a breakthrough. Please know, if it break you, it's gonna make you stay strong. I promise in the end you win, and you gon' tell your friends. He's so good. He's so good. So. He's so good. I promise in the end you win, and you gon' tell your friends. He's so good. 828 says you make a way out of no way. It will work for your good. I know you get weak, but help is on the way. Just I'ma praise him in advance. I know I'm in his hands.
Our Father, who art in heaven, that's how I address him. Get down on my knees and I count my blessings. Because I'm blessed, I used to be stressed until I gave it all to him and then he cleaned up the mess. Yes, Lord, have mercy, cause they know not what they do. And keep my Bible for survival and a little bit of assurance. Just like Blackjack, gotta ask him what the book say. The mantis from Atlantis as we pray. A swarm of locusts couldn't keep me from my focus. Got my eyes on him and so he put the enemy on notice. No eviction, just conviction. My soul belonged to the Most High, Yeshua on a mission.
Yeah, snap your fingers and dance. I know in the end you win. Let me tell you how my God came through. If he did it for me, he'll do it for you. You on the verge of a breakthrough. Please know, if it break you, it's gonna make you stay strong. I promise in the end you win, and you gonna tell your friends. He's so good. If you sick, I know a healer. Me too. Bill passed through and he came through. Me too. Don't deserve it, but he love me. Me too. This ain't no cap, I know that. He's so good. You on the verge of a breakthrough. Please know, if it break you, it's gonna make you stay strong. I promise in the end you win, and you gonna tell your friends.
I know I'm a bit late. I'm gonna play a bit of Jackie Hill Perry, move to Right Reach Records, and this is what it comes out with anyway. So yeah, I've played her from the back of the Art of Joy with the tracks from Humble Beast, that record label. That was a cool record label. Boys, go pick it up, Jackie Hill Perry. Pick it up, pick it up.
I'm spying the liars, the cowards, the bias, the powers that's prowling around in the lake. Follow the Bible or try to debate. Follow the Bible or vow with a snake. If it's his will that is better than why would I skate? Why would I coddle the fake? I'm awake and I'm twinning them. In the mirror, I'm Maria K to Ashley. If I'm sending them double the trouble. You hustling sugar, you keeping it sweet like a cinnamon. I tussle with sentences, not trusting in Benjamin, but in the enemy. God of the sage, God of the Bible, the body of page. Read them and tell if it's lighter or shade. Darker the berry, the better the grave. Out in the field and I'm picking through wickets, the rituals flicking through missions from slaves. Give them this wisdom, they listen to sage.
Don't worry, people got things to talk about today.
Energy, no, I'm not Timothy. I'm married to Kennedy. Jackie on Nass's a beanie, a hoodie, and Dickie jeans. The drippers of liberty. Pick it up. 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 The drippers of liberty, freedom of speech. Yes, I'm a woman with freedom to preach. P is Aquila, Priscilla is me. We ain't the one, but the one who begets is the one in the three. CC's we whining for free. Whining the binders, we finding the sheets. I'ma remind them that time is a common denominator. Lady Day is the least.
Cause we walk, yeah. I ain't too far from God, yeah. Sometimes we ain't gon' talk, yeah. You ain't the friend I want, yeah. I done surrender a lot, yeah. Now I gotta go give it up. They ain't putting no fear in us. I don't think that they hearing us. Cause we walk, yeah. I ain't too far from God. Sometimes we ain't gon' talk, yeah. You ain't the friend I want, yeah. I don't surrender a lot, yeah. Now I gotta go give it up. They ain't putting no fear in us. I don't think that they hearing us.
Pick up your Bible, let it light your way.
Yeah, pick up a Bible, people. This is Psalms 88. Those tunes that you can just play my bass guitar, you know the one that.
I be going through the most. Y'all be going just to boast. Y'all be going just to toast. Y'all be breaking bread. Yeah, my mama fed. Daddy got on him a robe. It's Brandy when she was with Cole. I'm hanging on side of the boat. I'm tossing the diamond, they finding the rose. You calling me Jackie, I'm feeling like Job. What happens when praying don't cope? What happens when saying I'm cold? Maybe I'm Anna and Elsa. Maybe I'm froze. Maybe the daily is prose. Maybe it's murder she wrote. It's killing me. I'm feeling the enemy more than the Trinity. This ain't for sympathy.
Yeah. Now I'm riding like that song till you all got. Father, show me your heart, does it one more time. Let my prayer rise to you, Lord, hear my cry. Give me faith to shoot these arrows in the dark.
I got me some enemies. They walking and talking like mommy. I'm trying to remind them the time is a runner. Shakara, my fear is near and it's gonna for me. Trigger finger, K-Spade, Bourdain, Robin Williams, it's a wonder to be alive. Hard is the way to life. Maybe cause we got a vibe. Maybe cause we got a vibe. When it's time to die, every single night, I don't gotta get high. All I gotta do is swipe. Mine is a busybody. Mine floating like a kite. I'ma grab it from the sky. Ask my daddy if he has it, can he make it happy, can he make it light? Abba, can you make it right? I don't wanna take his life, but it's telling me to go with it. Don't control it, just roll with it. Mind broken, just fix it, just twist it. My soul did it, and that trauma from mama, I know in it. Abba, Bible, and Yebel goes. My mind is a rebel, it goes. The devil is testing us hold. The blessed is next to the chest till it knows. The reverence hope, I know it's a hope. This ain't killing me. I'm feeling the Trinity more than the enemy. This ain't for sympathy.
Yeah. Now I write another song to you, oh God. Father, show me your heart, does it one more time. Let my prayer rise that you, Lord, hear my cry. Give me faith to shoot these arrows. When before I see you, I know CC. God of love ain't no way you gon' stop. You walk on the sea and you welcome me into heaven. Thank you for the cross. Lord, I find joy when I cry to you, cause you put my head closer to your heart. When I'm down hopeless, I need to cope. Let's I remind myself you never fall.
Yeah, guys, one sec. I'm gonna chop this tune one more time. I'm gonna vibe out of it. Let's go set up the system.
I be going through the most. Y'all be going just to boast. Y'all be going just to toast. Y'all be breaking bread. Yeah, my mama fed. Daddy got on him a robe. It's Brandy when she was with Cole. I'm hanging on side of the boat. I'm tossing the diamond, they finding the rose. You calling me Jackie, I'm feeling like Job. What happens when praying don't cope? What happens when saying I'm cold? Maybe I'm Anna and Elsa. Maybe I'm froze. Maybe the daily is prose. Maybe it's murder she wrote. It's killing me. I'm feeling the enemy more than the Trinity. This ain't for sympathy.
Yeah. Now I write another song to you, oh God. Oh God. Father, show me your heart, does it one more time. Let my prayer rise to you, Lord, hear my cry. Give me faith to shoot these arrows in the dark.
I got me some enemies. They walking and talking like mommy. I'm trying to remind them that time is a runner. Shakara, my fear is near and it's gunner for me. Trigger finger, K-Spade, Bourdain, Robin Williams. It's a wonder to be.
Yeah, people. This is Roger and Infinite X to the better gospel music of Black Origin. Okay. Right, let's set this up. Oh, where I gotta go? Man, you know, it's long day, people. Right, let me set my mic up. Man's about to talk the thing. Right, guys, this is Roger here on Infinite Xtra, here to celebrate gospel music of Black Origin, and this is how we do it. We talk the thing, as I say, and actually talk from experience, not in a dogmatic try where I talk about core subjects, and a subject which I did speak to about a few years ago now, was about Chris Kaba. When you saw the bullet hole straight up through the screen, it was absolutely crazy. So the police officer got found not guilty. There's mixed opinions in all communities out there, and before we get into this, you'll hear my argument shaping, but the problem is for me, just in general, I think the focal point is too much, way too much, focusing on the fact that it's criminal record, and we gotta be, you got a record, bam, you're dead, and it's not, guys, this is the problem out there. But again, if you play with fire, you get burnt by the flames. my goodness sake, there's so many debates coming up here. But listen, I'm going to go to the most awkwardest station to listen to for me, but it's good to listen to their responses and how they come from. And that's GBN, seen as a very British network. And I want to see how we just respond to their response to what's going on. And this geezer here is so, I think we end up fighting this one. Let me stay with you, man. The way he started off this, man, he was just costly. But I haven't seen all of it. But let's go for it, man.
What Chris Kaba's family didn't want you to know was that their little angel was actually a violent gangland triggerman who shot a man in a busy nightclub. There's sweet little innocent Mr. Kaba there discharging a weapon on a crowded dance floor. He had convictions dating back to when he was 13 years old for offences including stabbing with intent to cause grievous bodily harm, a knife-enabled gang assault when the victim was stabbed and had his arm broken, and 2 other knife offences. Here's the moment that Chris Kaba was shot in the head.
Okay, before we get into that part here, I think the guy has probably laid out his opinion straight away that basically is a criminal that been shot and we thank the police for killing him. That's what he just basically said. But, let's carry on. Let's have a look at the... what exactly looking like. Oh, it's good. It's got a nice good diagram on the side of it anyway. So let's have a look at this.
Watch yourself.
The Audi that he was driving was used as one of 2 getaway vehicles the night before the police shooting. 3 masked men fired a shotgun twice at unknown targets outside a school in Brixton. Apparently, he was also part of a music group who released a video seemingly boasting about shooting people.
Hop there with a shotty, bow, bow. Trying to get a rap boy that now, but TC boys got it. Everybody.
So that's the man who was shot dead by police, a dangerous thug who didn't care for the lives of others.
So basically, they justified the blatant killing of a man because of his previous behaviors, but not focusing on of what's just happened, because what's just happened was, no question asked, it was killed. But again, I keep on saying, guys, and to young people, this is the problem is when the things I moan about, in terms of the culture that we put out there for people to judge us on, is unfortunately we put out tunes about like, guys, really, I'm not saying everything what this guy's saying, but what this still does, it kind of shies away from the fact that basically innocent black men are getting abused by the police, and they jump it up and almost saying well done. But let's have a listen to them talk anyway. So because the reason why I'm playing is because more time that a lot of people don't listen to these type of channels, and because they're this and that. But I'm gonna grip through it, man, and listen to what they're saying.
The jury weren't allowed to know that information in case it clouded their judgment, and it still took them just 3 hours to find the police officer not guilty. Here is some members, anyway, of Mr. Kaba.
And sorry, I did watch the video anyway still, and he didn't really help himself. I always say to my children, whether you're innocent, guilty, whatever, if you don't want to get anything further with the police, you come out of the car. You do not reverse the car back into another vehicle and try and escape. So, so that's that. So, guys, listen, I am not slate. I'm not saying that that the verdict is fair, not fair, whatever. So we're gonna get into this.
Family.
Today, we are devastated. The not guilty verdict leaves us with a deep pain of injustice, adding to the unbearable sorrow we felt since Chris was killed. No family should endure the unimaginable grief we have faced since Chris was stolen from us.
Look, I feel for them. I don't want anyone to lose a relative, all right? But you should know that the family demanded that the police officer was named, which, in my view, put his life at risk. But they did want to ban journalists from ever being able to report the truth about their beloved little Chris's criminal record. Funny that, isn't it? I think London Mayor Sadiq Khan should resign. Here's what he said after the shooting. My thoughts are with Chris Kaba's loved ones today. His death has had a huge impact on Londoners, in particular black Londoners. Anger, pain and fear has been felt across communities, along with a desire for change and justice.
There's nothing wrong what Khan said, because that's what it was felt at the time as well. I'm not in London, but this is like, really? So that's what happened. That's a true feeling. So, mate, calm down.
Oh, hang on a minute. What about the pain and the anger that people would have felt when Chris Kaba was shooting at them? In my opinion, Jeremy Corbyn is a disgrace, standing with his little fist up in the air. Justice for Chris Kaba. Yeah, OK. I mean, you've got a load of white middle-class losers who look like they need a wash coming out and crying racism. I bet they feel really, really stupid today, don't they? These are the same idiots that turn up at every protest. I bet if you go into their bed sits, they've just got a load of different placards for each occasion, ready to go. If you read the BBC today, frankly, it's like that they've taken Chris Kaba's side, isn't it? Describing him as an unarmed father-to-be. The local Labour MP for Clapham and Brixton Hill, Bel Ribeiro Addy, get this, is, quote, supporting the family. All right, so apparently they want urgent efforts to rebuild trust between police and the community. Well, the only thing that Chris Kaba trusted was his gun, wasn't it? The Independent Office for Police Conduct released a ridiculous statement, all geared towards appeasing the family. Firstly, we want to acknowledge Chris Kaba's family and friends today as they continue to grieve his death more than 2 years on. Our thoughts and sympathies remain with them and everyone else who's been affected. Look, I'm sorry, but the guy was an absolute monster. I don't wish death upon him, but, I mean, we can't be too sentimental about this, can we? The Runnymede Trust charity said they had full solidarity with Kaba and his family. You know, what about showing...
Listen... There's one thing I must admit when it comes to situations. Now, a criminal, like, one thing I don't like is that the police are not executioners. They're not the judge and jury. And the problem is that this case now, and Chris Kaba's family know who he is and what he's done, and they know that he's not, he's been in trouble, because obviously he's been in trouble from the age of 13, they're saying. You got to be careful how far you drive this as a family, because actually the family's wishes to try and get something. I don't know what they're trying to achieve here still with the family, knowing that your child as there's evidence that you know of him shooting after somebody. You probably got shown this. You got to be careful what button you're pressing, because you're putting the community to put the eggs into the wrong basket. Because when this has come out now, and I'm not saying the officer should be guilty or not guilty. I do believe that there's got to be some sort of, officer get told, yeah, we saw this guy. I don't know if they went. It didn't sound like this is the guy shooting me. He's the guy that shot the other day. I think this is information that would have found out afterwards. But going into the situation, knowing, but you don't go there just saying, oh, there's a black guy there, go shoot him, and they said, yeah, he should be that guy. Oh yes, fortunately he is that guy. So that could have been me. And I could have got shot same way. But again, he didn't really help himself, reversing out. If the video's there, it's not a great look on Chris Kaba and the family. Not saying that we want this officers to take out killings because of the misbehavior of a son who could have changed his ways. I've seen too often when it comes to, and this is a fact, and there were some stats that came out on another news report which said that no matter how you feel about Chris Kaba, that black men are 4 times likely to get shot, and then also I think another 4 times likely to die in the shooting.
Solidarity with the bloke he shot. Sometimes I think maybe, just maybe, this country hasn't gone absolutely mental. And then I see Labour politicians, charities, the Crown Prosecution Service, the Independent Office for Police Conduct, and a load of race warrior protesters siding with a trigger-happy gangland criminal over a brave armed police officer. And I realise that actually we have lost the plot. Let's get the thoughts of my panel tonight. I'm joined by the political editor at Daily Express, Sam Lister. We've got the director of the Centre for Migration and Economic Prosperity, Steve.
So sorry if you think he's talking fast. I've got it on higher speed, but. Please, guys, I emphasize that, you know what, it's so sad. And even he said it's really sad that the young man has died. But listen, and I'll say to parents of children that are misbehaving themselves, yeah, who's involved with crime and so on, so yeah, this outcome, whether it's the police or another gang or somebody else with a gun, will more likely will happen. I see it too often. Death or prison. And if you're listening, watching it, going, yeah, Chris Kaba good. Listen, if we play, this the lesson learned from me from this anyway. So it's a lesson to young people, young men, young black men in crime. Not the fact that black policemen will shoot you in the head. The fact of the matter that you play around with fire, you get burnt, and that's the harsh reality of it. It's so sad, but it's just a harsh reality.
Well, from the former Labour Minister, Bill Rammell. No, strong stuff there. You know, maybe you guys disagree with me, I don't know, but I was quite angry about some of that, in case you couldn't tell. Sam, you know, what do you reckon to some of these politicians who just jumps at the chance to take the side of Chris Kaba?
Well, I just think, you know, say your sympathy for poor Martin Blake, the officer who has been named. I think that's a real tragedy, actually, for him. He's now at risk. His family are at risk. This man's life has been on hold. He's been hauled through the court system. This actually does not end here. The Independent Office of Police Complaints are looking at potentially still suspending it from booting him out of the force. You know, this man's life has been ruined by this incident that happened during him doing his ordinary day job. And so where is the sympathy for him? And I just don't understand why the politicians you've talked about there are sympathetic to a man who we know has been a menace on the streets, and not to an honest, decent police officer.
The thing is, look, again, I do want to stress this. You know, I feel sorry for his family in the same way I would feel sorry for anyone whose loved one.
I agree,
has
yeah,
died,
absolutely.
Right?
They're a grieving family, and you've got to have sympathy for any grieving family.
Exactly.
But that does not
However,
mean...
I do find it a bit odd that they are, knowing Chris, as they must, ramping up this idea that, you know, this guy was a bit of an angel. I mean, he wasn't really.
It's quite interesting. Right, the police officer involved, I don't know what's going through his mind at that time anyway, so yeah. I just know that there's ultimately a less of a statistics prove that there's a less likely chance of de-escalation, or 4 times likely attempts of de-escalation than with somebody who's white, you know. And I'm not saying that officer went in there, but the facts are there. What invest into them facts is why spaces like Black History Month and hopefully Black just redigging and re-earthing the truth about history, is that people understand why we're here and not feel so looking down at black people. So the next generation will be less negative towards feelings about black people. There's so many things that have featured into this situation that allows the officer to pull the trigger a lot more easier than with anybody else. And you can't tell me that it wasn't easier for him to pull that trigger. Yes, the ramifications and the scared elements of it, you know, and just you know, it's going, oh my gosh, I'm gonna leave the police over this and whatever. We can't be in, you know, be gun policemen out here and whatever. But they watched the videotapes to see him trying to come out, and they said this, you know, why is it taking so long?
No, we know he's not.
Yeah.
His record shows that he's not. The criminality that he was involved in says that he's not. And we understand why they are grieving. But we also understand, and I'm not saying that is this particular instance that they're there, but there is a culture out there that as soon as there is an opportunity to try and take money from the state in some way, through compensation, we ramp up the claims against the police, against the government in any particular circumstances. And secondly, we also do unfortunately have a class of politicians represented by those people who can't sing in the Race Warriors. I mean, actually, to be fair, his gangster rap was probably a little bit more musical than their chanting for Kaba Kaba. But there are those who instantly use this as an opportunity for race baiting and using race as an illustration of politics. And as someone mixed race, and as I say this, I've always found this disgusting. The Black Lives Matter chanting out straight away. We don't...
This is what the problem of it, yeah. Up to what I've mixed. Oh, goodness, brave, bro. Don't bring that into it. Yeah, well, yeah. You got, you know what I mean. Your granddad's Jamaican. Okay, cool. We give you that one. Right. This is the problem now. We take 10 steps back because of the criminality of Chris Kaba. That's the end of the day. We push so hard on his case because there's other cases out there. We push so hard on his case, but the embarrassing fact that when it comes out 2 years later, man can't just have a look at the phone and say, boom, look at this, man, it's not a good footage, you know. And I don't know when did the parents see this footage? Like, don't get shown this the night before or night after, or like, you know, when you ask 2 questions, what happened? And the show, you know, why do you think, hold on a second, you know, why did the police officer shoot? Yo, if you reverse the car like that, I'm not saying it's justified, I'm not saying they should, But guys, we need to be much wiser when we approach these situations. This ain't no Grand Theft Auto. Oh, it's just it's just a waste of life. Absolute waste of life. A stupid thing called music when it comes to this culture. Yes, I'm on a music station, but when it comes to black music, and somebody said it today. I was watching a video about somebody moaning about the same thing I moan about. You know what I mean? It only seems to be black people that actually put out criminal activity via music and not get shunned within its own community. It's only we that put out things that make us look like a bunch of criminals when we're not. We're not meant to be. We're not. That's not who we are. It's so frustrating.
Have that level of, in this country, of that culture, but we've engendered that level of culture over the past decade, trying to follow America where we didn't have it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And, Bill, you know...
Listen, bro, by the way, still, yeah, yes, America's led the almost black world into civil rights and the pushback against injustice and whatsoever. But end of the day, I wouldn't say led things, because we got things like Marcus Garvey and so on that was going with things as well for many years. But end of the day, you know, it's not just a normal. It's not something which is, oh, this doesn't happen over here. It does happen over here. Injustices against black people just has happened over here. In disproportionate amounts of young black men are in prison, and there's responsibilities within our communities as well as the system to sort this out, and we've got to both come together to work towards it. That's just my opinion. And also religious organizations as well, we've got a part to play in this stat as well, you know, so everyone needs to come together and sort this thing out.
We've got a lot of it. Sadiq Khan, Jeremy Corbyn, I mean, the Labour MP that was in question in the local area there, supporting the family. Yeah, I mean, Sadiq Khan, I mean, surely this is a resignation matter, isn't it? I mean, initially coming out to bat, saying, you know, justice for Chris Kaba or whatever, saying that, you know, black people don't feel safe in London. I mean, that was a really, really dangerous thing to be saying at that time, especially in light of what we now know, no?
I think Sadiq's comments were ill-judged, and I think he needs to reflect upon that. I mean, you know, my thoughts are with Sergeant Blake and his family, who've been through hell, and policing violent criminals is a really challenging, difficult job. However, no one is above the law. And the question I've got within this is that the CPS only refer a case for trial if they believe there's a 70% chance of conviction. Well, this appears to be very wide of that mark, and I think there's some questions that need to be asked. But also,
And this is a very, very valid point. If you've seen that video, why has the CPS pushed this? It's like... Couldn't people use a bit of common sense, lock the door, sit down in the room, you know, end of the day, so yeah, the officer is more like to press the triggers. Look at, we need to sort this overall issue out in the minute first. Instead of taking this case all this way and embarrassingly lose it. It's like, CPS kind of set this up to kind of say, oh, black people shut up. I don't know.
The point, no one's above the law, and I think that's really important, because I never want us to get to the situation that exists in the United States, where there's a much wider use of firearms by the police without the restraint and the proportion that we have in this country.
Yeah, some great points there. I think especially this idea...
Yo, guys, the scariest thing is for all the policemen that have guns, man. My God, that'd be a scary thing. Not saying policemen would kill us all, I don't want to say that, but boy, you know what I'm saying? It's something that, you know, if you look like somebody or you are somebody who's got a record, and I realize who you are, you know, I'm not gonna ask too many questions, are they?
Yeah,
that's me being a bit awkward there, just chucking that in.
One of life's great unanswered questions will always be, if Chris Kaba had been white, would this have been elevated to the extent that it was, and this guy being charged with murder? We will never know that. Hopefully, we never have to find that out. But that is a point. And when you see now, like the IOPC coming out, and the first 3 or 4 sentences...
Maybe if he's white, he would have got compensated already, mate.
...of their statement after this, after a police officer...
Just saying.
...has been found not guilty of murder, are all geared at what sad loss this is for the family. All that, and then it gets to, like, sentence number 4 or 5, and it's like, you know, our thoughts are also with the police officer and everyone else involved. Well, I'm sorry, but why would you be a police officer today? Why would you be a firearms officer today?
Oh, and we're going to continue investigating him. You know, this is not over for Sergeant Blake. This is the point. And actually, I think there is a wider issue here that actually his fellow officers, they now... You know, they're employed on the basis that they may have to shoot somebody at some point. It's a terrible thing, but that is the whole point of their job. Now, if they every time they're in this situation, they second guess their own thoughts because they're worrying, am I going to end up in court? Am I going to end up booted out of the force? Is my name going to be published and then my family are under threat? Then they won't pull that trigger and then there is no point in having them. And so their colleagues now his colleagues now are having to live with this.
Should he have an apology? You know, because again, you know, these police officers, they're going to get, they know there's going to be no backup, certainly not from the Mayor of London, certainly not from the usual staff. You know, does this police officer need an apology?
He does deserve an apology, because what I saw with all those little comments...
And this is... Does the officer need an apology? I feel like, you know, basically, boy, these guys are... I must admit, these guys are pushing me here, guys, yeah? Like, you know, it's coming to an end, this little section, but I want to finish off this section. But does the police officer need an apology? I think that's going to be too far there still, like, people there still, yeah? I think, you know, he's done a job. What I think has to happen is you got to be careful about the execution. People want to be the executor. We don't want executors out there who are executing people because it's a very dangerous place to be. Very dangerous place for us to be. Again, I just go back to, you know who your child is, you know what it is, you know the details, you know this all, and you drag a lot of people in this journey about how innocent your child is, and then all of a sudden all this other stuff comes out right after 2 years and like you didn't know. There comes a time where, as a family, that we push this. Who pushed this? I feel like it's an inside job, and when everyone's thinking, police are great, you know what I'm saying, and police are all right. But it's when you not get the all right ones, that's the problem.
Which you've talked about by the Police Investigation Committee, by Sadiq Khan, is institutional grovelism. All they're doing is grovelling to this particular small niche of people in which I believe there is this race-baiting culture that's about there, and I don't want to see that. But he certainly deserves an apology from those people.
This man come like Kemi.
They make statements without the facts, and on the basis that they can turn this into a political issue, which they hope they can get votes on.
But I think it's really important we don't jump to the wrong conclusions. The thrust of what's just been said is that, you know, the police are at risk of prosecution. Actually, the facts don't bear that out. I think there's been 2 cases out of 17,500 where it's been brought to court. It's incredibly rare, and the police can't be above the law. However, I think the other issue that troubles me within this is the non-revelation of his track record.
Yeah.
And this guy actually talks the most sense out of it. Everybody there still, yeah. End of the day, still, yeah. He just hit back, and this is what I'm saying to you, people. He's hit back with this is what I'm talking about, stats and information. This brother here, still, yeah, has just basically said, listen, mate, you know, end of the day, still, yeah, this doesn't happen often, so the police need to calm down. They are employed to do this, and it's only been happened twice since it's got this far, over so many years.
I personally got some experience of that before I was an MP, supporting someone who went as a witness to court for a guy who had assaulted a student, sat there for 2 days, he was sentenced, and then his track record came out with crimes as long as your arm. And I think there needs to be a review. I understand the issue of prejudicing a court case, but you know...
Surely that's relevant. See, I felt exactly the same way as you with that, because I was looking at that and I was trying to think, all right, so if I was on that jury and I was shown, presumably I was shown a bit more as well than some of the stuff that was released there, but the gist of it is a car chase followed by a shot being fired and what happened. And I think, you know, there was possibly a chance that police officer could have been found guilty of murder, and then 24 hours later, all of this comes out. All of this comes out. If I'd have been on that jury, there's no way I'd have found that guy guilty if I knew everything that we know now. And
that's actually one of the safeguards that's been placed in criminal law and the criminal...
And you know what? It's actually good that they never actually knew this. And you know what? Fair play to them. You know, nobody knew. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, apart from close ones and loved ones or people who was involved with him anyway, so nobody knew. And then all of a sudden now, all this comes out now. The police officer would have been set free within 1 minute, but they've gone through it, they've reviewed it unbiased and proved that it's not guilty. So, end of the day, dare I say, officer's not guilty, people. You know what I mean? And I'm going to stop there, right there still, yeah. It's sad. It's terribly sad. It's still encouraged that we have to, you know, as parents, we can bawl and cry all we want, but if our children are involved in madness, they can get burnt and they can die. They can end up in prison. There's too much madness going on, yeah? And this case shows that, you know, I feel sorry for the families and 100%, you know, all involved, the police officer and everybody involved, the teams and whatsoever, because this is a very unfortunate case. But, guys, I don't want this to be used as a way of to say that yes, look, there's no systemic racism, there's no this, there's no that, there's no issues in the police officer. The stats are generally that there is a prejudicial approach towards actions against black people. We're not just everybody. There's criminals in all races, but we seem to be the ones that end up dead. So they need to be looking in something to work in partnership, not to blame the police officer. And we got to do our part. And as I said, everybody's got to do their part to change this in our community. I just don't want this to be like GBN making out to be that this isn't our problem in our UK and let's move on, and it says this is just a bunch of loudmouth black people in the corner. So, you know, it's a tough subject, guys, really tough one. Why did it take 2 years to get here? This could have been knocked out the park within a few months, but I don't know about the system. You know what I mean? I know if it's just a setup, man. Yeah? All right then, people.
Causing ruckus, young, we into it. Don't you take your confidence. All we do is win. 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 Causing ruckus, young, we into it. Don't you take your confidence. All we do is win. All we do is win. All we do is win. All we do is win.
AM to the PM, I stay working, yo. They say that I ain't normal, I'm unusual. But what you callin' normal, I ain't with that, yo. Slow your roll. Hey, this feeling like a finger roll. Swish. Off to the bank, I cash that. Get to the law, first payback. Give to the fam, they need that. Give it back to the real ones, take that. You a lightweight, I'm the heavy. In my bag, that's looking Freddy. That's nightmare talk, I'm slow and steady. Fourth quarter now, I stay ready. Quarter now, I'm just getting started. Black eyes so cold-hearted. When it's on the line, I'ma come alive. You ain't never gonna top me, bring the fire.
Causing ruckus, young, we into it. Don't you take your confidence. All we do is win. 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 Causing ruckus, young, we into it. Don't you take your confidence. All we do is win. All we do is win. All we do is win. All we do is win.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do today? Got a couple little screws today. Yeah, gotta get food today. Gotta beat the whole crew today. Yeah. Hustle ain't got no sleep. Gotta make a few moves today. Yeah. Talking about there's too much on the line. Gotta protect this mind. Can't snooze today. Yeah. First thing first, I'ma thank God for the word. Yeah, the way I gotta get it. I maneuver my medulla oblongata hurts. I gotta figure this out. Pick up a lift up a bag. Get into the payload. Like, hey, bro, life looking real good. Let me see the chain on you. Ain't chained to the gang. Only thing that I'm chained to is my lady. Hey, family come first. God go before it all. Let them play crazy. Yeah, I know who I am. I know what I'm worth. This ain't a Mercedes. Yeah, don't want no problems. Cause we ain't in Houston. This rock I gon' blaze it. Yeah, stay on my face. I don't know who you is and that they gon' change it. Yeah, I gotta play. If it caught on my hand, like I gotta make it. Yeah, I'm watching my actions. Like Molly 380, keeping it stainless. Still holding my faith. Still trying to be faithful. They trying to be famous. Yeah, cause all we doing is winning. Shout out DJ Khaled. Yeah, got up in all these doors for me. I made this all off my talent. Yeah, holding on to my faith. These waters make you lose balance. Yeah, be patient with how God move. It's spirit moving in silence. Yeah,
causing ruckus, young, we into it. Don't you take your confidence. All we do is win. 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 Causing ruckus, young, we into it. Don't you take your confidence. All we do is win. All we do is win.
All we do is win. All we do is win. Okay, yeah, guys, you can see another video. You go, no, Roger, don't do it. Listen, this is Roger here, and I need to celebrating gospel music back origin, and also talk what's going on right there. So straight after my show last week, I this thing came up about this young man. It was just before actually, but I just worked in this headspace last week. Young Philly. Now, he now has to stay in Australia for a bit longer because of the rape case against him, rape trial that he's facing. It could take up to two years to complete. More likely won't, but up to 2 years. It's like, wow, the whole social media system kind of broke down because of this. So I'm gonna press play on this and respond to this out there, because like, yo, it's just interesting, just in case if the people don't know. He's a kind of famous guy. Have I ever met him? No, not really. No, I have met him, but from a distance. I was in the same space as him. He was doing something, a coffee shop. It was at a coffee shop in Birmingham, and I saw him. He was doing something in BBC 4 or something, and I just picked up a coffee. And I must admit, I'm not even watching stuff because I just heard him then. I was thinking, who's this arrogant twerp? And I just walked out of the place, man. But I thought he was nice. That was my only opinion of him anyway, still, yeah. But anyway, that's just me putting it out there, still, yeah.
Has reportedly secured a long-term residence in Perth as he faces a 2-year wait for his rape trial. The rapper, whose real name is Andre Felipe Valencia Barrientos, is barred from leaving Western Australia as he awaits the hearing. 29-year-old Philly is facing 4 charges of rape against a 20-year-old woman in the hours after performing at Bar 1 nightclub on September 27th in Perth. The comedy YouTube star now has a Perth home for the next 6 months, with his lawyer saying he will lead a fairly quiet existence for a while, the Daily Mail Australia report.
I actually think he's gonna have a very, very, very quiet life.
It comes as Philly faces other strict bail conditions like visiting a police station each day and having to pay a surety bond of $100,000 Australian, or about £50,000. He also faces 3 counts of assault causing bodily harm and 1 count of impeding the woman's normal breathing or circulation by applying pressure to the alleged...
That's crazy. Like, anyway.
...victim's neck. Court documents have also revealed the moments leading up to the crimes police claim Philly committed. The alleged victim, a university student, was with a friend in the VIP section of the Perth show Philly was performing at. She was said to have been drinking throughout the night until the early hours of the following day. Once Philly had stopped performing and the club started to close, the young woman is believed to have met up with the social media star. The pair are then believed to have gone back to a hotel room together. The alleged victim then claims she was sexually assaulted and raped inside the room in the early hours of September 28.
Wow.
The woman phoned her friend at around 5:31 a.m, which detectives believe was immediately after the alleged assault, according to the documents. Seamus Rafferty, young Philly's lawyer, claims the woman didn't mention any form of sexual misconduct in the short conversation to the pal. WA Police Prosecutor Julius DePerto says figuring out what happened within that room will be the issue. He also claims prosecutors have photographs of the alleged victim which show a history of what we say is violent acts. Police arrested the rapper in Brisbane on Australia's east coast and flew him 6 hours back across the outback to Perth. Channel 9 footage showed Philly being escorted through Perth Airport with his hands cuffed in front of him, flanked by 2 officials, after he was brought back to the city following his arrest in Brisbane. Further footage shows the influencer being placed in the back of a car. The internet star was rapidly dropped by several brands and companies following the allegations. Foot asylum.
He is so done. I don't care if he's found innocent. He's guilty. He's so messed up right now. Oh my gosh.
The Football Association, Heinz and ASOS are among the biggest names to part ways with the internet personality. One of Philly's closest pals and fellow YouTuber Chunks, whose real name is Amin Mohammed, spoke about the case for the first time last week. In a clip posted to Instagram, he said, "Like everyone, I've heard the reports coming out of Australia. While I understand many of you want my reaction on it, as this is an ongoing court case, I hope you guys understand that I can't and won't be commenting on it publicly." The pair...
Right, by them two, that's how I know him kind of on YouTube, is these two together, especially the football stuff and whatever they're still, yeah, and on there thinking they're nice, and it's like he's amongst a lot of these social media guys and whatever, not only in sport, but he's kind of transcended into a number of things, and he's become a bit of a celebrity and a music star, and it's just his whole over-sexualized thing when he does these things, you know, his questions that were outside clubs, his music that's out there, and if you listen to the lyrics, you're thinking, yo, bro, like, there's so much evidence against you. Even if you're innocent, you're struggling.
Worked together on their podcast, The Chunks and Philly Show, and were due to put on a live show last week. The show was quickly axed as organisers Troxy offered ticket holders a refund.
Yeah, guys, this is not good. This is not good. I'm not saying he's guilty. It's just not good. There's a lot of people that's associated with this guy, and it's just sad to see. It's sad to see, and I think just, you know, these things will always happen. Unfortunately, because people just obviously make mistakes or and that's the piece of work behind the scenes. And I know I've seen a video of somebody saying, no, this girl's this girl's that, this girl's this girl's that. I'm not here to belittle up no girl's journey, full stop. And what we have to be careful of is as celebrities is you gotta know this is why for me I love biblicalness, because you just gotta behave yourself. You keep yourself out of trouble like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad to see an icon, but it's sad to say I've only seen him from a distance and I saw where he was going on, and it wasn't nothing to do with this case. I just seemed like a very arrogant type of guy. And that's about 5 years ago. I was thinking, he must be some superstar, because the way it was going on, I was like, yeah, you did it 4 staffs like I'm the center of the attention. So, but that it doesn't mean he's guilty. It just means that you're not gonna have much backative out here, because everyone stepped back. That's the thing, is people just step back to protect their bands or whatsoever. No one's really standing out saying, this guy's legit. There's too many receipts out there. See some of the videos, there's pure receipts. So become like it's just sad, real sad. It's sad times for celebrities. This celebrity definitely, you know what I'm saying, he's made his way up through YouTube, and a YouTuber that's gone into high level TV, and now he's stuck in Australia for months to come. It could be stuck even longer. But the key thing is, I hope the truth will be found, and if he's innocent, he gets proven innocent. If he's guilty, he gets proven guilty. Simple thing for me. Whatever's truth is truth. Let the truth come out.
Yeah, Liam Neeson, on that Liam Neeson, yeah. Whole squad taking over, Liam Neeson, yeah. Liam Neeson, your boy Mike T, on that Liam Neeson, look.
Liam Neeson with Mike TZ.
Are you ready or not? See a giant, I ain't for his top. Why would I fret when I came with the rock? A lot of folks said I should probably stop rapping for God, cause they don't even pay you a lot. Retired my wife from her job, and I've been off of mine for 5 years, so that's singing a lot. How I get through, I've been praying a lot. Working OT like I stay on the clock. I was a sheep that was straight from the flock. I should be deep in the lake full of fire. I've been redeemed, gotta thank the Messiah. He cleaned me up from the muck and the mud. He stripped my life like a trunk with a tie. Walking the lake, got me chucking the visor. See, I've been through a lot of rough things in my life that have happened to find me a diamond in. That's why when I rhyme, it's like looking for Planet Fitness, cause you always gonna find a gym. As long as my name in the lens book of life, I'm alright if I'm not in your top 10. Been on go like I only been seeing green lights. Question, who gon' stop him? Hey, let me switch it. They stuck, I swear they glitching. This ain't luck, I'm very efficient. Hell hot, no air condition. When I cook, the chef is kissing. It's hard to see what y'all about, y'all need some definition. Yeah, strapped with the Bible, I'm feeling like Rambo. Been paralyzed twice when I'm here. When it comes to that word of God, that's what I stand on. Anointed by God, so I'm probably not the one for you to try to put your hands on. I can't even blend in if I was rocking some camo. Hey, they gon' think it's a trapper way I taking the brand with it. Now I'm looking at the plate when they thought I was done with it. Had to switch to the flow, I'm just having some fun with it. Got me feeling like Job, God singing this one's different. God's grace sufficient. I can't change the mission. Oh, nah. Lethal shooter when I'm spitting, I just can't do missions. They probably like, why he on the radar rapping? I thought that he was just a singer. And I tell them ever since me and got tapped in, I've been walking in my freedom. Everybody trying to put me in a box, homie, I am not a DM. The way to keep me taking over, they gonna think we stole a role from Liam Neeson. I go to God when I need some. He brought the check, now I'm free some. Made the church say amen like I'm preaching. I ain't perfect, I try to be decent. That's true. Devil lurking, I know he be creeping. Speak the word when he show, leave him leaking. On the climb, I don't know when I'm peaking. To the dirt, so the seat, now I'm reaping. Liam Neeson, on that Liam Neeson. Yeah, whole squad taking over, Liam Neeson. Yeah. Hey, I'm at it again. Look, when I die, I be walking on ghosts, so I'm practicing. I'm putting cash in my socks. Somebody been cracking my liver or something. They can't put this jack in the box. They probably thinking I got me a weapon. I walk like I'm packing a glass. And that's cause I'm fully loaded with the Bible. I'm strapped with the word of God. Don't know if you heard or not. I'm cooking, man. I'm about to stir the pot. Man, I feel like I'm walking on clouds or something. That's how like my burdens got. Not saying I'm perfect when I be tempted, but homie, I curve a lot. Not saying I'm worthy, but I've been forgiven no matter what dirt what you got. Facts. You know what they say, the first will be last, the last will be first to pop. I stepped out on faith and threw out some seeds, and then what emerged was crops. Then when emerged was fruit, I went through some pressure, then I got the juice. And that's why they come to the kid for some substance, I guess I'm supplying the boost. If I had to make a whole list of the greatest, I start off with G.O.D. And then it be me, and I'm not being biased, a lot of folk obsolete. I know after that line that crossed your mind, I'm probably not being me. So I wanna take this time to shout out some people who you gotta beat. Shout out Lecrae, shout out KB, shout out the Hovey and what up RG. Shout out to Fuel, shout out to Andy, shout out to everybody at Reach. Shout out to Busy One, got over money. Shout out to Mission, you know you beast. Shout out to Monty, he beat up the block. A's his hands did it all with his speech. No, I ain't done. Shout out to Caleb Gordon, the one Keanu. Got a shout out to Lana with 9. Shout out to Tylene, she can pull your strings like a violin. Okay, shout out to Childlike, CC and Linnell, Anika and Reese Lachey. Shout out to Toya and Portia, it's love over him and you already know it. I made a whole list of some names I should mention so I could keep going and going. I could. When it kinda flows, you can cut out the beat and still feel it. I'm just like a poet. Man, I just dropped the album, it's called New Leaf. Be a shame if I didn't promote New Leaf, for real. It's your boy Mike Teasy. I know it feel like the year almost over, but we ain't even done yet. We just getting started for real.
Yeah, people, this is your boy here, watching more Infinite Extra. There's one more thing to shout out about. It's Black History Month, and you know, and we want to, really emphasize and enjoy the beauty of positive things when it comes to our culture. And what's positive, is Idris Elba saying that he's planning, he wants to go back to Africa. Where to live, he did say a number of spaces, but he wants to bring back what he's gained and bring it. Sounds like he wants to bring back to Africa, do certain projects, and I feel that it's a great template, guys, that we need to, when we benefit from countries and societies that have kind of benefited from us for a long time, and it's now, if we get through and succeed in them cultures, there's nothing wrong with, I'm not saying you can't spend any boats over here and get in some nice place and have a space in Monaco, but it's about time we go back home and actually, and that's why I like people like Mane as well, who has transformed his old village just on what he's earning through football. Amazing stuff. And Idris Elba is doing the same. Elba is looking to go back to Africa to help their film industry in Africa step up the games. And there's nothing wrong, guys, with understanding the struggle of our communities and go back home and do what we can and help the communities, whether it's in the country that you grew up in or in a country back home, maybe your parents' country or the country that you was actually born in. So it's absolutely fantastic, rather than hearing angry people being successful moaning about where they come from, say, it was terrible, it's nasty, oh, disgusting neighborhood. Listen, we're here to be changing, here to be positive. So it's amazing. Salute to Idris, who is an actor that's almost like the Will Smith of the UK. It's on every film. Anytime you want a voice, you can't beat that voice, that like South London kind of voice. And yo, I'm gonna do you over. But also he's got the American. He's got a great Nigerian voice. Our Nigerian brothers are from LA, Lagos. I've got the best American accents I've ever heard in my entire life, and he's set the bar high for people imitating the American accent so well, but they're taking over the American acting jobs for black actors in America. So but no, salute to Idris Elba. Hopefully there'll be people following on and supporting back the infrastructures of countries which don't have as much, but we are there's the biggest complaint of wealthy people of color. How much are we investing back in our communities? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where to go to get support off over the. I've been working in community work since the late 90s, and I haven't seen any worthwhile project or anywhere near that I can go to that's been supported by people that have successfully loaded. So it's great. Big up to Idris, and I know he does go back. I've seen something on Still Shady. He did go to a community thing down in, I believe, in South London, and he does reach out. So fantastic, great stuff. So positive to see somebody want to give back anyway. Still, 100%. It's not just about moaning and groaning and saying please need to fix up. We've got to do our part as a community. We need to invest back into our communities. before moaning about everybody else not doing it, you know. So big up to Idris out there still, yeah, 100%. I do more when he gets some pure programs, but I must say that the series that he did on Apple the other day, Hijack, woo, that was fire. Just I almost never watched it because he was on it. I'm sick of seeing him, but you know that was just fire. His voice is a cheat code. It's not fair. I need to work on my voice. Like, yeah, my name's Roger Moore. Shaken, not stirred. I don't know what to do. All right, guys. I don't think I'm gonna be actor here still anyway. So, but this is Roger, and if he takes this celebrating gospel music about coverage, this is nothing but love, my people.
Look, Philly zone. Thinking you heard it all, wait till I really zone. I'm just getting started. Keep it humble but not prone to act like my track record ain't known to relax in these raps. Yeah. Winning seasons is back to back. The aftermath of years in the gym to master the craft. I was made for the pressure, they lowered the expectations. I'm chin checking my doubters, they calling the foul flagrant. I'm just showing them who not to play with. Benjamin Button only getting fresher while he ages. Taking them to the peak, but it's lonely on the climb. A little complex, but no Napoleon in mind. Long arm and you can blame it on the times. But watch where you aiming, it's dangerous when he shines.
This is R Swift with a track called Philly Zone.
But not in vain when he rhymes. Yeah.
Gotta open my eyes. This divine, I was chose to provide. That little sis need a break, big bro need a job. I'm working plays on the string. This for my hood, for my tribe, this for my team. All independent, homie. Did it just from penning, homie. I know they all dependent on me. Trying to steal the. Hey, if my sport had championships, I have depended on me. Speech like something Cuban at the dinner for me.
Made it in time for the summer rain. This is what happens when passion mixes with hunger pains. Never muzzle the greatness of playing dumb to gain. It's a marathon, but clear that we don't run the same. These North Philly streets got me wired different. You'll never catch me blowing smoke with the fire missing. The catalog is in the quiet listen. Did me dirty, I came about it, admire glistening. No clout chasing, just minding my business. Gotta be one of a kind, I admire the distance. Keep enduring, knowing I got the keys enormous. Live what I speak, so every line is a peak performance. Yes, the wrist work of a top chef. Couldn't tell me I wasn't mixed in a Pyrex. I do it for the gritty in the slum. Rock the P on the fitted, that's the city where you from, Philly.
Gotta open my eyes. This divine, I was chose to provide. Hey, little sis need a break, big bro need a job. I'm working plays on the string. This for my hood, for my tribe, this for my team. All independent, homie. Did it just from penning, homie. I know they all dependent on me. Charges still. Hey, if my sport had championships, I'd have it pinned on me. Speech like something Cuban at the dinner for me. Oh wow, yeah, this wow, this kind of caught me off guard, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even have anything prepared, but of course, you know, first off, I gotta give glory and honor to my Lord and Savior, you know what I'm saying? And secondly, of course, you know, we got my team over here, the family and all of that, you know, acknowledgement to them. And you know, at some point, you know, I gotta acknowledge myself, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so shout out to him, man. Shout out to him, who is me. Swift, no pressure at all, family. You can delete all of this, fam.
Coming up in the shot, I was gone in the wind, slept in the ride.
Yeah, guys, this is Roger here on the Phoenix Xtra celebrating gospel music of Black origin. We are coming out of the end of Black History Month right now. We just here, we want to celebrate great music produced by sounds that came out of our communities that has a positive message. It doesn't have a message of hatred or hurt or just, you know, just negativity. We just talk about positivity. We want things to uplift the soul, the mind, the body, you know, and this is how we do it on Infinite Extra, celebrating gospel music of Black origin. This is Roger here. Nothing but love.
You three for having me on your track. Like the Monday morning train, some rats are working, fall asleep on their way back. You name a song that I ain't go berserk, that I was on like I was on crack. I go hard like my sisters have mama hats, are running straight and gone through those naps. Praying God don't take me home for Ye West and I ever have a chance to get on wax. In the words of my grandma who passed away, I see you devil, get on back. I forgive whoever shot my truck up, they didn't have an idea of who they was trying to whack. The same way I forgive whoever thought that if I rapped again that I was gonna be whack. 2001 was the first time in life I ever touched a stack. 5 to be exact when I sat down with Lupe inside my contract. How'd I go to I'm officially divorced from saying it was love at contact? Live fast, die young, big and beautiful cups on the silver table lying flat. Pops didn't know who he was choosing to abort when I was young, his mom was not intact. When I was first created, Satan was looking at me like, now why would God design that? The abortion money daddy gave my mom to put me back into the father's lap was ran off with my mama spent on Christmas, bought my sister Barbie dolls and Cabbage Patch. I guess I was supposed to be here life without me in his life, plus who would I impact? A brighter sound to bring a light around, you know they say you are what you attract. By the fountain of the highest mountain, cause of Christ abounding who's in lack. Devils seek to keep you down, to keep reminding you of all that you ain't got. Some days in life we plan, at times we fall, but I know I'm just man and I'm so flawed, and so I look back to see the good bad. The days of iced tea stands and high seesaws when we were off name brands and unclean draws, they may have looked bad. The days of good bads. Oh.
I remember good bads. I remember good bads. Don't know what they mean to you, but I remember good bads. I remember good bads. I remember good bads. Don't know what they mean to you, but I remember good bads. I remember good bads.
Dealt with a lot of bitterness in my life, asking God for the better. I mean, it's hard to see that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Yeah.
I need to see my goddaughter a little more. I know she need me, especially if my plan is for her not to repeat me. The gospel's in me from the core. Shout out to T.E., that's Tony Evans. Watching him like someday that's gon' be me. Most wanna be Tupac Shakur, that wasn't me, see. Big Girl was one that I would play up on my CD. Had a room but couldn't lock the door so she can see me. My mom would monitor everything that I watched on TV. Most my friends was GD, I got jumped by BDs. Me, I claim Blackstone, but I was running to be free. I came up off freebies, government, that's free cheese. Now they call me 3, but back then they would call me 3 feet. Life just wasn't easy. Winters we was freezing. We would bundle up under the covers to get heating. Mommy, why you bleeding? Boyfriend keep on beating. I didn't have to see things, I could hear the screaming. Calling for my pops, at times I wish he was a genie. At least I knew 3 times he had to come and see me. Daddy, why you leave me? Maybe I was needy. I just wanted mom and pop, I guess I was too greedy. In school I hated reading, kids was always teasing. I didn't raise my hand because I didn't know the meaning. No, I didn't know the meaning. Started skipping school, commits the smoking and the drinking. Hopelessness, emotionless, had no assist, I'm sinking. I need to slow it down, I didn't know that I was speeding. Stones, you don't know what your verse to me means. You dangerous too, you thinking who? No, thank the Lord, cause he's king.
Some days in life we plan, at times we fall, but I know I'm just man and I'm so flawed, and so I look back to see the good bad. The days of iced tea stands and high seesaws when we were off name brands and unclean draws, they may have looked bad. The days of good bad.
I remember good bads. I remember good bads. Don't know what they mean to you, but I remember good bads. I remember good bads. I remember good bads. Don't know what they mean to you, but I remember good bads. I remember good bads. Don't know what they mean to you, but I remember good bads. I remember good bads. I remember good bads. Don't know what they mean to you, but I remember good bads.
Yeah. Just getting down. A bit of song by our Gazelle called Black Magic. Big up.
Don't you know I don't believe in magic? You gotta do more than talk, it's in your actions. You know you gotta move a little, you gotta make decisions. You can't be playing with your time. You gotta know that your success is in your habits. Only you can make the change. Ain't nobody gonna come and save you. Whoa, whoa. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Real life life is hard like Medusa, Versace. Time froze at 10:17, it's so icy. They can't hold me, but that's not that surprising. They gon' switch teams like that guy from Verizon. I stay low-key focused on my assignment. 2 Chainz told me that it's all about grinding. That's Ebonics for grinding and timing. Life comes with hydraulics, but just keep on driving. Enjoy the ride, take it patient and slow. One day it ends, yeah, well, I'll have to go. Release and accept you not in control. I see stars in the sky mixed with huge UFOs. Don't you know I don't believe in magic? You gotta do more than talk, it's in your actions. You know you gotta move a little, you gotta make decisions. You can't be playing with your time. You gotta know that your success is in your habits. Only you can make the change. Ain't nobody gonna come and save you. Whoa, whoa. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm more afraid of some humans than zombies. Dead flesh that walk with no life in their bodies. They can't admit they're the source of their problems. They blame the world and refuse to acknowledge. Don't cash your pearls cause it ain't worth the drama. Life can't reverse, so be gracious and honor. Time that you have, not the dreams that they selling. Just peep how they act, not the things that they tell them. Cocktails and dinners on Instagram stories to prove to the world that their life isn't boring. The next day it's gone, it'll all be forgotten. The fruit on their trees isn't ripe, it's alright. Don't you know I don't believe in magic? You gotta do more than talk, it's in your actions. You know you gotta move a little, you gotta make decisions. You can't be playing with your time. You gotta know that your success is in your habits. Only you can make the change. Ain't nobody gonna come and save you. Whoa, whoa. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?